What the
Alright, so it's currently 2:07. I'm back inside the lounge. I had to get a power bank because my phone is almost dead. And this power bank, I guess, is like €20 and they refund like there's a deposit or €4 I believe, or the €4 they will refund once you put it like back in its place. So I was pretty hungry, so I got myself some French fries and a cold drink. French fries were like €4. Cold drink is also like €4. French fries are something else. They're absolutely amazing. These are like the best French fries I've had in a long time. Let's go finish this and see what Fantasm is doing. That.
to back. Holy priest.
For the first time ever, Holy Priest back-to-back call. Two styles, one mission. Pure oppression, no mercy. You're not ready for this. Let the madness begin.
Make some noise for KARAH back-to-back Klofama.
Thank you so much for the last edition of Verknipt in the Arena. Make some freaking noise for the one and only Paul Elstak and Cynthia Spiering!
Go! So that is the end, unfortunately, the final edition of Verknipt 360 Arena. It's time to part ways and say goodbye to Johan Cruijff ArenA. There'll be maybe different events taking place here, I'm pretty sure, but for now I have to walk back to the hotel, which is 15 minutes, and my legs are absolutely in pieces. They're shambled, they're destroyed. This is like crazy. First I'm gonna get back to the hotel, take a shower, get fresh once again, and then I'm gonna give you a little review of the Verknipt 360 Arena. Nobody said it was easy. thankfully they made another room key. So, and I asked how much I have to pay. I don't have to pay anything. My legs are so sore. I just want to lay down. Gee, look how bad I look. First thing first is let me like lay down a little bit. I'm not even sleepy anymore. I was like sleepy at the event. I guess around like 5:30, 6 p.m. I was very sleepy. I thought I should just go back to the hotel. But when I heard Paul Elstak, I was shocked. I was in shock. I was not expecting him to play this hardcore. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. And then I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm gonna sit down, show you the merchandise item I got, and talk about Verknipt.
Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Come back, Verknipt Arena 360. Name it to 370 at least. So that, ladies and gentlemen, wrapped up the final edition of Verknipt with that song by Evil Activities. Nobody said it was easy, because it's not easy, especially on my wife who could not attend the 360 Arena. So literally right now it's currently 8:42 p.m. and Verknipt just posted an Instagram video stating this was Verknipt Arena. We broke the Guinness World Record with 1,100 lasers and a 360 stage last night, and this is what you missed. Where will we meet again? So obviously, like, Verknipt is not going to end. They're going to continue doing it like in Asian continents. They'll do like, I think it's going to be Verknipt Croatia, or they've done that already, but it's not gonna end. By the way, I haven't slept. So what time I came back last night? So as you can see, 7:33 a.m. That's pretty much, that 7:33 p.m. was like the time I left the hotel, and I came back the same time the next day. That's wild, bro. Let me just quickly show you what I received for my exclusive merchandise items from Verknipt this year. So as you can see, I got one flag, like a Verknipt flag. I got a fan as well. There should be two fans because I got two. Oh, there it is. Two of these beauties. Look at these. Look at these beauties in action. Look at that. Will you look at that? They had like a red one, but it was sold out. And then this is, of course, this is like a keychain, Verknipt keychain. I'm not going to take it out of its package. I think I'm just going to leave it inside like this. Pretty beautiful. And I got my wife's wristband as well. Premium on stage, Verknipt, July 19th, 2025. I'm sleepy. I didn't even have food. The last food I had was those fries in the Johan Cruijff Arena. How was the experience? The experience was absolutely phenomenal. Like, it's like an experience I never felt before. Like, I've been to so many festivals, starting from Tomorrowland 2019, Impact 2019, Dedicated 2020, Climax 2019, did I say that or not? Pumpkin Germany 2019. Where else I've been to? I guess that's all. But you know, going to Tomorrowland's pretty big, right? And you think, oh, that's Verknipt is just a one-day event. Tomorrowland is 3 days. Hey, at least Tomorrowland you can sleep, man. You can sleep, you can put on earplugs, and you can... So let's start with the arena. How was the arena? The arena was very good. It was very big. I'm not entirely sure if it's bigger than the Gelredome Stadium. It might be, it might not be, I'm not sure. Do let me know in the comments below. But it was an absolutely massive stage. Like the on deck stage, premium on deck, there's like 4 lifts going up. So for example, I guess I had to take E entrance, so I had to take 4 escalators above just to reach like that stage, you had to the soldier, you crack that soldier. Before you're allowed to go inside the arena, you have to show your tickets. You go in, and then there's a sign premium on deck to the right, and there was some other one to the left, so I had to take the right side. And before going above, higher up, you have to go through security, so security pats you down like the usual nonsense. After that, you have to take a lift or escalator or stairs. Like, this arena is so good because it's just like there's so many options to choose for. Then after that, you can choose to take an escalator or the stairs to your designated zone. So that's what I loved about this arena. It's really accessible to everything. Once I reached the 4th floor, I went to take the wristbands and everything, the merchandise item, and I said to the worker, I told her, you know, I have 2 tickets. This is my wife's ticket. Where's your wife? I said my wife is sick, she can't come. In my head I'm thinking, so she's not gonna give me this thing I paid 400 euro for. Out of your mind or something. So I told her, like, she's very sick, she wants the merchandise item, that's why I came. So I got 2 ice racket cards, and these are like popsicles, ice popsicle if you want to say, along with these 2 keychains, 2 wristbands, and of course your locker key. Finding your locker will be a little bit of a challenge. I had tried asking the worker, but I guess he was just ambassador, not ambassador, he was just a cleaner or something. Yeah, so anyways, you go in to your locker, you put everything there, and then where'd you go after? After, it's literally right there. So no, you have to take another stair, or I can't remember. I told you I got no sleep. Anyway, whatever. So then I'm just exploring, like, there's not many people there at that time because it was pretty early. Then I go towards the stage and I'm in shock. It's like, oh, it's like, wow, you finally made it. You finally made it to Tomorrowland, and you see the stage for the first time live. It's like, oh. Verknipt, by the way, was my first techno event in Europe. So like, I've never been to any other techno events apart from India, because we have our own event company by the name of darkenergy.in, 2Ks. So y'all make sure to follow our event page and stay up to date with the latest, because we do get like all these famous international DJs across all countries, like Stan Christ from the Netherlands, Ryan Wood from Italy. Now we're getting a DJ by the name of Morframe, and he comes from Hungary. So today is 20th. I'll tell you when he's coming. So yeah, so today is the 20th of July. He's coming on the 2nd of August, and I guess the 3rd of August he's going to Mumbai. So it's I guess his first time in India. It's very nice to see like all these other DJs' reaction and everything when they come to India. So what did I enjoy the most about Verknipt? So I really love that stage design, the whole, how everything is set. At first I never even realized that the stage actually rotates. It took me a while. I'm like, why is Cloudy and Nova, like, are they walking around the console? And then after like 1 hour, whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, it's called 360 Arena for a reason. Sometimes I am slow. Like some DJs, like that 360 was not rotating, or was it? I wasn't always on deck. Every time I make a vlog, there has to be these chutias. Makes me think of those times when I used to ride. Damn. Do you know when you go to an event, literally, nobody said it was easy. I'm literally like screaming the lyrics.
from the top of my lungs. Now my lungs have the effect of that screaming, and not just that song. There's some Techno Boy and Tune Boy songs that were played, and I was like, wow, hardstyle would not exist without techno. Hardcore would not exist without techno, so techno has brought all these genres together to form one, hard techno. So yeah, now who's my favorite DJ of the night? Fantasm. Gandasm. So every time I log into Instagram, my first post is this guy. I'm sick of seeing the same over and over again. Instagram would push out, like, I guess his songs are, those songs are just over repetitive, and you hear it over and over, and you're just like, man, I hate the song, I wish it never existed, right? So when before Phantasm played with, who he played with? Phantasm and Hades. No, not Hades. Phantasm and, I have to check. Phantasm and Dyen. I was dying hearing some other DJs. I'll get to that later. So Phantasm was my favorite, and I loved Basewell and Only Numbers. I guess I've heard like 1 or 2 tracks from them, but I've never heard them play live or never took the time to check out their work. Oh boy, talking to my wife and thinking that maybe next year in the future we should have a possibility of booking Basewell and Only Numbers. That would be so cool. Okay, so I was waiting the most for CARV back to back with Holy Priest. Balance, no game. No change.
Bass, you better be a thing. No hot, no great, you never been this way. Balance, no bass, you better be.
So, like, it's something about these mass DJs. You know, you want to see them play live. I don't know why. Like Angerfist, Maze Pusher, his Elias, who else? Cruelty, CJ, Warface. Well, Warface sometimes wears a mask, sometimes he doesn't. Marshmallow. So I really enjoyed it. And whilst I'm on this topic, I'm again remembering merchandise, buying merchandise. Oh my lord, oh lord. All I can say is, if you ever get tickets, like a premium or VIP ticket, you straight away forget about going to the locker. You run to the merchandise shop to get whatever merchandise you want. 1 hour 30 minutes I was standing in the queue. Obviously lots of people were probably standing that approximate time in the queue. And what did I get in return? Just a flag and a hand fan. I wanted to get like a shirt for myself and for my wife, but there's like 3 different colors, 3 different designs of the Verknipt t-shirt, but she said they're all sold out. Obviously it's not, you know, nobody's fault, just mine, and I guess it's not even my fault, man, because they did post on Instagram like, oh, all the merchandise is sold out, there'll be limited stock in the actual merchandise shop at Verknipt Arena. So unfortunately we did not achieve. We did not sustain.
Huh?
Sustain.
Huh?
We did not manage to collect those exclusive merchandise t-shirts. So they had a bra. Yeah, let me go buy a bra for my wife. The hell, why would I do that? If I'm buying that bra, I'll be wearing it Verknipt. I'm taking off my t-shirt and I'm putting that bra on. That bra is going on me, not my wife. Sorry, Yushi. So yeah, coming to like pricing costs and everything, it was very expensive, very expensive. I guess Red Bull, 1 can of Red Bull is €6.75 or so, I believe. And they don't even give you the can, they just put it into those reusable cups. Cold drinks like Coca-Cola, €5.35, I believe. Also expensive, but what do you expect? This is a festival. All festivals will have same pricing, same as in India, even though India, there's things are a lot cheaper compared to like Europe
or like America, still like cold drinks at like festivals, raves, nightclubs, bars will be relatively the same. Now one thing I'll say, those French fries are something else. Something else. I can't remember precisely the taste of it, but I know once that went in my mouth, I'm like going through emotions, going through like those mixed feelings, mixed signals. Not like as in it's good, it's bad. Okay, anyways, enough of this. Next is the power bank. So even though I brought like my two phones with me, both of my iPhones, this one was like 73 or 83 something, 80 in the 80s range, and I left a bit earlier. And yeah, remember I was caught in the rain, but you know, who cares for like this type of festival? Even if you get wet as hell, I'ma still swim through that wetness to get to Verknipt Arena. So power banks, you know, tricky, you know, like you have festivals like other festivals where I guess you can take your power banks. Yeah, for example, Tomorrowland, obviously, but they also provide so you can buy. I don't think you were allowed power banks, so I did not risk it. I'm happy they didn't take the phones away, because it says on their page that recording equipment is not allowed. So I'm like thinking the phone, but like I'm like, but people have to carry their phone, right? People are coming, and next day or after the event is over, they have to take a bus, take a train, take a flight back to a different country, whatever. So people need their phones, right? So what I'll take my phone. What they'll do, they'll put like a sticker on the camera. Nope, they didn't care when I had to take everything from my pockets out on security. I put everything there, no questions, nothing, no ifs, buts, this, that. Welcome to Johan Cruijff. Enjoy your stay. See how much I yap, I just completely forget the topic I'm talking about. So power bank, let's just get this over with. So there's a point in the map. I guess there's just one point where there's power bank, 20, 30 power banks inside. Everything is contactless there, so you have to pay with your debit, credit card. No cash is allowed. So you pay with contactless, you know, you pay, I guess it was like €24 or €20 and some €4 deposit or €4 refund. I'm not entirely sure what all that was about, but I don't care. You know, I had to charge my phone. The power bank charged my phone fully, and I'm just keeping my power bank because I'm not sure if it said something like after every hour, it like you'll have to like pay again or something. So I'm thinking again it's gonna withdraw €20 from my account. Then I'm like, let me just be on the safe side and put it back. I put it back after 1 hour. I'm like, oh lordy lord, oh what the hell, I had two iPhones. Why did I not just charge my other one as well to be on the safe side? Because that one was very low, extremely low. It had like 3 different cables, so it had like USB, like type C, and like that like iPhone 14 type charger, which I'm not sure. They had 3 different cables, but I don't remember the last one. So now I'll just calculate all the payments that were made in the arena, and then I'm just gonna like say how much and what it was. $5.50, which I'm pretty sure was the Coca-Cola. €3, which might be the ice racket, that popsicle. Everything's expensive today. €6.25, which is the Red Bull. $13.50, some check and charge. I'll get back to that later. Okay, so in total that was spent was pretty much, you can say, almost €90. €90 would be the equivalent of 9,000 rupees. Almost, give or take, 10,000 rupees, €100. Johan Cruijff ArenA, €5.50, so that might have been the cold drink. €3, which I think was the French fries, but they were so good, man. €6.25, which was a Red Bull. €4.75, €5.50, all drinks. €40. It was that power bank was either €13.50 or €40. I am not entirely sure what it was. Anyways, I was pretty much just drinking like cold drinks. Did I get water one time? I think I got water. It's just crazy expensive. Like, I'm talking €5. And they don't even give you a bottle. They'll pour it into that reusable cup. You know, I complain about
being in Bangalore. But there's some good things, there's some bad things. The good thing about in India is all events, venues, no matter where you go, water will be provided for free. You don't have to pay any price for water. Obviously, if it's drinking water and you have to buy it from the store, you have to pay for it. But if you want to drink water, it's not going to be free. Like, you can't just bring a gallon of water like we always do. 1 gallon of water. Oh, yeah, buy a kitna rupees. Nay, free. Nothing is free in this world. You hear me? But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. That's gonna wrap up the Verknipt vlog or review, whatever you want to call it. I still have to continue editing that Amsterdam video, Journey to Amsterdam. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it, but I have to finish making that because I'm running out of storage ASAP. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow I have to check into my next hotel, which is Fletcher Hotel. I guess it's only 8 minutes or 15 minutes walk from Ozo Hotel. I'll be staying there for 3 nights, and then after. So my GoPro just overheated at the worst time. I literally, whenever I almost finish making a video, a vlog, whatever, my GoPro overheating. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me on the Instagram for more updates, and I'll catch you on the next video. Pow!